Hi, it's Meredith. It's Monday, July 20th, 2015. Um, I am 8 weeks post-op VSG surgery today. So, I weighed 370 pounds at the beginning of December, 367 pounds at the beginning of January. Before surgery, the day before, I was 310. Last week I was 278, and this morning I am 273.2, which is a 4.8 pound loss for the week, and I'm excited. I was hoping for at least a 4 pound loss this week and next week so that I could finally get to 100 pounds lost. So, um, yeah, and I look a little cuter this morning than I have in the past couple of videos, so feeling good. Okay, I hope to make this quick. We'll see what happens. Okay, so, I don't know. This week and last week, I've just been writing random things that come to my mind in the same note. So this is all a little kerbobbled. But yeah, okay, so my goal last week was to get 1,000 calories in each day and 96 ounces of water, and keep a 4-to-1 protein to carb ratio. And I was able to do that. There were a couple of days where I didn't count every calorie, so I'm sure I got over 1,000, but I didn't. I'm pretty darn certain I never got over 1,100. Yeah. So one day I had a 3-to-1 protein to carb ratio, but most days it was 5-to-1. So didn't seem to make a difference in my weight loss. I've been upping my fiber. That doesn't seem to make a difference. My weight loss was pretty sporadic this week. I've decided that I'm going to weigh myself every day till I get to 270, and then I need to go back to once a week weighing because this is stupid for me to weigh every day. I don't know. I get excited weighing every day, but I don't want to. So, and yes, there are 2 barbecues behind me. One is gas and one is charcoal. Okay, it's my mother for you. Yeah, so my actual 2-month surgery anniversary is on Saturday, the 25th. So here's hoping that on Saturday I'll be at 270. I mean, if I'm not, I'm not. I would like to have 100 pounds lost before I go back to Vernal, and I really think that will be possible since I don't go back to August 1st. So that gives me about 12 days to get to 100 pounds lost, and I feel confident that I can do it. Alright, so yesterday I experienced my first bout of dumping syndrome. I never wish to repeat that again. Holy schmolies. I took a Colase pill, which I've had before, but I took it without having eaten anything. It was the first thing I took in the morning, and we got to church, and I flushed it down with the 8 ounces of water like I'm supposed to, like a good girl. And within minutes, I felt like I was gonna faint. I was dizzy and just overall icky feeling. I had like these hot flashes. Then I had to run to the bathroom. I had neon green diarrhea. Just thought I'd share that. And so, uh, yeah, my mom had to take me home from church. Yeah, I was supposed to sing with my dad yesterday. He's a worship pastor, and didn't happen. I got my pajamas and went back to bed. It was awful. So lesson learned: do not take Colase on an empty stomach. I've taken my omeprazole, my acid reflux medicine, on an empty stomach before, and I've been fine. But I don't take Colace that often. I was struggling with some constipation issues. Fun times. Fun times. Okay. Exercise. I've been thinking about exercise a lot because I haven't been doing any since I had my 5-pound gain. I need to get into an exercise routine. I was hearing a lot this week that I was reading a lot and then hearing a lot in different YouTube videos that I was watching that people who are successful in keeping their weight loss, so in maintaining the weight that they've lost, does that make sense? Have an exercise routine. And so I need to get into one. Sorry, I'm very handsy. I touch my hair and maybe I should sit on my hands. Anyway, I want to get to my 100 pounds loss, and then I want to, because I'm kind of paranoid about exercising. I'm not even wearing my Fitbit because I'm so competitive that I want to get that goal every day. Competitive with myself. But I just need to. Pearson, suck it out. Alright. So, more on that later. Because I haven't. I've just been thinking about it. I heard about it a lot this week. So I figured, maybe the Lord's trying to tell me something. Because when I hear the same thing over and over and over again, I think, maybe I better listen. Okay. So this week I had some interesting moments. Let me just share. So, like, my mom made macaroni and cheese one night to have with steak and grilled chicken. And, everybody was raving over how good that macaroni and cheese was. And then my sister made chocolate chip cookies. She makes really good chocolate chip cookies. And we had a conversation about treats to make at Christmas. And the chocolate chip cookies stayed out for like 3 days until they were gone. I didn't eat any. They were just there. And I didn't have any of the macaroni and cheese. It was just there. And last night, my mom made my recipe for baked spaghetti, which everybody just raves over. And it is good. It's my recipe that I took a conglomerate of different baked spaghetti recipes and put it together into my own. Someone told me if I ever wanted to get married, all I had to do was make that for him. I would have a husband. So I have my trap set should the need arise. Oh, come on over. I've got this big spaghetti. Anyway. I've said this before, but I feel like sometimes around these foods, I feel like an alcoholic. Like, these foods weren't super tempting, but they were tempting. Thinking about foods we make at Christmas time, which is a huge distracting. Huge part of our Christmas traditions as a family. Makes me a little sad that I won't be able to partake in them. And I feel like an alcoholic. Like, here's something other people are able to have, and I'm not. And I just asked the question of myself a lot recently, should I be treating my food problems like an alcoholic? Now, an alcoholic can cut alcohol out of their life completely, and it'll be fine. I'm not saying it's not hard. I'm not diminishing alcoholism by any means. Food is different. You can't cut it entirely out of your life. But I'm wondering if there are things that I need to cut permanently, like flour and grains and pastas, breads, corn, potatoes, things that, I don't know, I'm thinking about that because a lot of people that I read their testimonies of their regain after weight loss surgery, like massive regain, almost all of the weight that they lost, they put back on, get into like 300s again or something. They always say that, oh, they went back to those kind of carbs. And I read this great article about everything in moderation is not the way to go. Like, that's a lie. It, when you hear somebody say everything in moderation and they grab for that slice of pizza, it's usually the fat girl saying it, not the skinny one. Anyway, sorry, my sister's dog is out there. I keep thinking that maybe my brother-in-law is out there with her. He's not, so I should stop looking. Anyway, I'm terrified of regain. I'm terrified that this weight loss surgery won't be the answer. And that I'll have done something to my body and spent thousands of dollars on something that I failed again. Like I failed myself so many times before. I'm not confident. Wait, well, here's what I wrote. I feel fearful of saying that I'll never be this weight again. So, like, a lot of people are like, well, out of the 300s, I'll never see the 3 again. Out of the 200s, I'll never see that number again. My height weight was 370. Oh, I'll never see 370 again. So I feel fearful of saying that because I've said that before. And I did weigh that amount again. My highest weight before was 329. Well, I surpassed that. I had from 329, I lost a little over 100 pounds, and then I went back up and over. So I've said those things before. So does being fearful of that mean I'm not confident that I'll be able to maintain this weight loss? Or will the fear keep me motivated to make sure that that never happens again? Is there such thing as having a healthy fear of regain? A healthy fear maybe will help me realize that I need a lifelong plan, that I'm not going to be able to eat like a normal person ever, because I'm not a normal person. I'm somebody who struggles with overeating, with eating her feelings, with stressing out over things that I can and can't control, equal opportunity stressor, and so then I eat. I think the more I think about it, the more I realize that I think it will be good for me to have a healthy fear of going back. I need to get a plan in place, and that plan will probably develop and change and morph as I get closer to my goal weight, as I reach it, as I reassess and reevaluate. 170 is my goal. That will not put me in a normal BMI range, but it may, I don't know. There's a lot of questions. Anyway, it was a lot of blabber, and I wanted to keep this video short, and we're at 14:30. So I'll just wrap this up. Sorry if it's a little discombobulated, but it always is. But that healthy fear. I mean, I'm excited about losing 100 pounds, but I've done it before. I said that last week. So on the one hand, I feel like, meh. you've done this, and then you gained it back. And on the other hand, I feel that excitement. It's cool. That's a big deal. I don't know. Okay, I just wanted to share a couple apps that I've been using that have been helpful, and then I'll sign off. So I use MyFitnessPal, which I don't need to introduce because I think everybody uses it. But I use this hydration app that will track how many ounces of water that I drink a day. Now I'm drinking out of a Nalgene, which holds a liter. So if I drink 3, it's not that hard to track. But sometimes if I'm just drinking out of a water glass or whatever, I don't know, it keeps track. You can change it from fluid ounces to milliliters. You can change your intake amount to whatever you want. So it's just fun. And then it's happy for you when you reach your goal. Okay, and then this one's called 20 Minutes. The little orange one down there. And it is basically just a little timer for making sure that you eat slowly. So I use it on the most difficult setting, which is 1 minute of eating and 2 minutes of a pause. So you, and it, and it times that way until it gets to 20 minutes. That has made a huge difference in the way food feels in my sleeve, and again, I'm not able to eat that much. I'm still only able to hold about 2 ounces of food at the time, two to three. But yeah, it's slowing down, making sure that I'm chewing really, really well. So I like that one. So I just wanted to share those things. Okay, I'm gonna FaceTime with a friend that I haven't seen in a year, and sorry for the long video again.